Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you all? Hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to start the new topic, which is lesson number 5 of Social Studies grade 2, and the topic is our festivals. So what do you think? What are festivals? Yes, festival means source of joy and happiness. Festival means when we celebrate something, right? So it's a source of joy and happiness. Okay, what do you think? What are the Muslim religious festival? Can you name them? Yes, there are, for example, Eid al-Fitr, Eid al-Azha, Shab-e Barat, Shab-e Miraj. These are some of the Muslim religious festivals. So, what is the main objective of this topic? Students will be able to identify religious and cultural festival and how people celebrate Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Azha. Like in the end of this chapter, you should know that what are our religious festival. We will not only discuss religious festival, we will also discuss briefly some cultural festival. But in the end, you should be able that how we celebrate these festival. So now first I want to describe the keywords of this chapter, and the keywords are Eid al-Fitr. What do you mean? What is Eid al-Fitr? All of you heard this name again and again. So Eid al-Fitr means breaking of the fast. Like when the Ramzan month is finished, so we are going to start the preparation of Eid al-Fitr, which we call Choti Eid, like this. Fitra. What is Fitra or Fitrana? These are the keywords of your of this chapter. Money given to the poor people before the Eid prayer. Fitrana is the money which we given to the poor people. Why we give to the poor people? So they could also celebrate this day happily. Third is sacrifice, which we will discuss this word again and again in this topic. Sacrifice means when you give something precious, when you give your precious thing, valuable thing. Now, I want to start my lesson. Okay. Again, I want to start my lesson from Islamic reference. Okay. Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam expressed, like he said, happiness on the day of Eid. Like Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam show happiness on the day of Eid, so we should also follow his sunnah. Okay. Sunnah are the methods which apply Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in his life. Now, first we will discuss Eid al-Fitr. As I told you, what is Eid al-Fitr? Eid al-Fitr means breaking of the fast when Ramzan is finished. Okay, will you please tell me how you celebrate your Eid al-Fitr? Okay, yes. Now we will discuss the activities which we will discuss these activities about the Eid al-Fitr day. So first we get up early in the morning. We take bath, shower. After this, the male go to the mosque, like our brother, our father. But before the Eid prayers, they give fitrana to the Maulvi of the mosque or the masjid. Again, what is fitrana? The money given to the poor people. After fitrana, they offer their Eid prayers. After the prayers, they visit to their relatives' home, they hug each other and say Eid Mubarak, like they wish each other. And they eat delicious food. But do you know one dish is very famous on Eid al-Azha, like the dish which we cooked on Eid al-Azha day, and it's very famous. So this is vermicelli. The name of the dish is vermicelli. Vermicelli means Vermicelli means savaiyan. So we cooked vermicelli on the Eid day. Okay, and here you can also see these aviates, festivals. I already mentioned the meaning of festival, and these are some key words which festival, Eid al-Fitr and Fitrana, which I explain it. So women also wear new clothes. They wear bangles, like they wear jewelry, and they make beautiful designs of mehndi. And yes, one most important and interesting thing, do you get Eidi from your elder? Yes, you get Eidi. Children get Eidi from their elders. And the most important thing regarding this chapter, do you know what is the difference between the regular prayer and the Eid prayer? The difference between the regular and the Eid prayer is there is no azan for the Eid prayer. Understand? So these were some information about Eid day. This was about Eid al-Fitr. Now, do you know why we celebrate Eid al-Adha, which we call Badi Eid ya Qurbani wali Eid? Eid al-Adha, why we celebrate? We celebrate Eid al-Adha in remembrance of the sacrifice of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam and Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam. Okay, do you know the story behind Eid al-Adha? Why we celebrate Eid al-Adha? Okay, now I'm going to tell you a short story, a short history behind Eid al-Adha. Okay, what happened once Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam dreamed that Allah ordered him to sacrifice his most precious possession, his most precious thing. And what was this most precious thing? That was his precious mean like the object most dear to you. So the object most dear to him was his son. And who was the son of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam? The son of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam was Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam. So Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam told his dream to his son, who agreed to be sacrificed as it was Allah's wish. Like when Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam told his dream to his son Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam, so Ismail alayhi salam was ready for the sacrifice. So as soon as Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam lay down, when he was ready to sacrifice himself, Allah sent the angel. Do you know who was that angel? Yes, he was. So the angel was Hazrat Jibrail alayhi salam. Why Allah sent Hazrat Jibrail alayhi salam? So to save him by replacing with a ram. Okay. So Allah was very pleased with Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. Why Allah was very pleased? Because he fulfilled the Allah demand, the Allah command, and he complete faith in him and so Allah ordered that in future, now this is the point that why we celebrate Eid al-Adha. So Allah ordered that in future Muslims should sacrifice specific animals on Eid al-Adha to please him. So what are the animals which we sacrificed on Eid al-Adha? Like camel, cow, ram, goats. These are some animals which we sacrificed on Eid al-Adha, and Eid al-Adha is coming soon, and inshallah you will enjoy this day. So we celebrate Eid al-Adha on when? We celebrate Eid al-Adha on 10 Zilhajj. 10 Zilhajj. Zilhajj is the last month of the Islamic. Zilhajj is the Eidul. When we celebrate Eidul Adha, we celebrate Eidul Adha on 10th of Zil Hajj, on 10th of Zil Hajj. Zil Hajj is the last Islamic month of the year. Like we have 12 months in solar and we have 12 months. So in Islamic months, Zul Hajj is the last month of the Islamic calendar, and we celebrate Eid al-Azha on 10th of Zul Hajj. And why we celebrate? So like Eid al-Fitr, on this Eid we also go to the masjid. We also go to like our brother, our father, they go to the mosque. They offer their Eid prayer. After the prayer, when they come back, they get ready to sacrifice their animal, and then they visit to their friend or relative side, and we distribute these meat. We distribute this meat into 3 parts. What are like we distribute these meat into 3 parts. So we distribute it into the poor people, the neighborhood, and the family. And why we celebrate Eid al-Azha? We celebrate Eid al-Azha in remembrance of the sacrifice of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. These 2 were our religious festival. Now we will come towards Christmas. What is Christmas? Like every year, Christians celebrate the birthday of Hazrat Isa alayhi salam. When they celebrate Hazrat Isa alayhi salam birthday on December 25th. So it is called the Christmas day. On that day, they exchange gift, cakes, etc. Now we will talk about some cultural festival. Like if you look at your book, Sibi Festival, Shandur Festival, and Spring. These are some cultural festival. So first I want to show you I want to discuss about Sibi Festival very briefly. Sibi is in Balochistan province, and Balochistan is the province of Pakistan, as all of you know. It is the festival of camel racing, exhibition of handicraft, like we make things on hand, tribal dresses and folk dances, etc. Second is Shandur Festival. Shandur Polo Festival is one of the big festival in Pakistan. This festival normally held from 7th to 9th July every year almost on Shandur, which is in Chatral. The polo match is played between the team of Chatral and Gilgit-Baltistan. So it's a freestyle game. Now Spring Festival, spring is like spring starts mostly in the mid of February. So it's celebrated in the mid of February every year, especially in Lahore, fly kites and these type. And we also celebrate Spring Festival in our schools, colleges, universities. Like we arrange some function, we arrange some stalls, and we enjoy this function. And spring is definitely the most pleasant season of the year. So these 3 are cultural festival, and Eid al-Azha, Eid al-Fitr, and Eid al-Azha are our religious festival. All these are about our festival. Okay, now students, we are going to start reading of lesson 5, and the topic is our festival. Now you have to take out page 13 in your books. First we will read the keywords. Eid al-Fitr, Fitra, Eid al-Azha or Eid al-Adha, sacrifice, Christmas. Read and share. Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam expressed happiness on the day of Eid. We should follow his sunnah. Salman is very happy because it is Eid day today. He is wearing new clothes. In the morning he said Eid prayers with his father in the masjid. Then he ate yummy savaya his mother had cooked. He will meet his friends and relatives later in the day. Like Salman and his family, all the Muslims celebrate Eid al-Fitr very excitedly. They wear new clothes They wear new colorful clothes and go to the masjid to say Eid prayers. Before prayers, they distribute fitra, a certain amount given to the poor so they could also celebrate this day happily. After prayers, they hug each other and say Eid Mubarak. Women also wear new clothes and make delicious food for guests and family. Children get Eid from their elders. They enjoy Eid day very much. How do you celebrate Eid al-Fitr? Now turn the page number 14. Muslims also celebrate Eid al-Adha on the 10th of Zilhajj. In the morning, they first go to masjid to say Eid prayers, then they sacrifice animals such as goats, sheep, cows or camels. They do this to follow the sunnah of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. They distribute this meat among relatives, friends and the poor. Every year Christians celebrate the birthday of Hazrat Isa alayhi salam on December 25th. It is called Christmas. On this day, they exchange gifts, cakes, etc. Some cultural festivals celebrated in Pakistan are shown in this picture below. So the first is Sibi Festival, second is Sindoor Festival, and third is Spring Festival. And this is the recap of your chapter. Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha are our religious festival. Eid al-Fitr is a day of joy and happiness. Eid al-Adha is the day of sacrifice. Christians celebrate Christmas on December 25th. Some cultural festivals are the Sibi Festival, Sindoor Festival and Spring Festival. Thank you. Now we will come towards question answer of our festival. First question is, what does Eid al-Fitr mean? Eid al-Fitr means the festival of breaking of the fast. Second question, how are Eid prayers different from the regular prayers? So I told you that in Eid prayer there is no azan for the Eid prayers. Question number 3, into how many portions does the sacrificial meat divided? So I already explained in the chapter that sacrificial meat is distributed among 3 equal parts. The sacrificial meat is divided into 3 equal parts. We divided this meat, so we give it to the poor, the neighborhood and the family. Okay, question number 4 is, what is fitrana? Question number 4, answer, the money given to the poor people before the Eid prayer is called fitrana. Question number 5, which things remain the same on Eid throughout the Muslim world? So the answer is, given the fitrana, Eid prayers and the sacrifice of animals, these things remain the same throughout the Muslim world, like in all the Muslim world. Now question number 6 of the same topic, our festival. Why do we celebrate Eid al-Adha? We celebrate Eid al-Adha in remembrance of the sacrifice, in remembrance of the sacrifice of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. Why we celebrate Eid al-Adha? We celebrate Eid al-Adha in remembrance of the sacrifice of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. Question number 7, the last question of this topic is, write the names of some cultural festivals celebrated in Pakistan. So we celebrate Sibi Festival, Sindoor Polo Festival and Spring Festival. Now these are 7 questions of this topic, and what you will do at home, you will do question number B and C, which is on book page 15 and 16, and also the last question of page number 16, that you will draw colorful Eid cards for your parents, friends, and write good wishes of Eid on these cards. Thank you.